And I remember this one evening, I saw this beautiful chick and I was like, whoo, I have to go talk to her. If I don't, I am going to be the biggest wuss in the world. So I gathered up my courage, locked eyes with her and started walking to her. But the moment I said hello, yo, what's up, Inspired Alphas? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about approaching women confidently. In this video, I am going to show you step by step how you will approach women confidently. We are going to break down each single step from being nervous to being confident. This will actually change your life. I'm telling you, stick around till the end. If you're new to the channel, feel at home. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. Let's jump into it. Number one, we have to eliminate something called analysis paralysis. Now, I know most of you have heard this term, but the reality is that you cannot approach all women in the world. And if you do, you're stupid, or you are not living in this world. You need to actually have a type or know your standards. You see, when you have no standards, you are attracted to all types of women. And when you are attracted to all types of women, then you give off this needy vibe, because, well, since you can't approach all women, but you are still showing interest to all women. So this kills your confidence, because women sense this energy and they reject you because you come off as being needy. So this is the first thing, and it's all about your mindset. So know what are you attracted to. If you are attracted to short, skinny women, stick to that. If it's thick women, stick to that. If it's ugly women, stick to that. But my point is that you need to narrow down your niche. Know the type of women that you want. This reduces the analysis paralysis. So first of all, we know exactly what kind of women we are into. So once you do this, this is the first step, and it's the hardest step, because you guys just want to hit anything with a hole. Just anything with a hole. So don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Number two is getting rid of your anxiety. So the first step is knowing your niche. The second step is, let's get rid of this anxiety. And how do we do this? Every guy, I can tell you for a fact, has anxiety when the thought of approaching women comes to mind. And it's because it is something that is out of their control. You see, we are used to living in a bubble where everything is in order. But approaching women is something that is out of your comfort zone, because you don't know the outcome. And especially being rejected, that is the worst feeling. So how do we get rid of this initial anxiety? And it's simple. You know the type of woman that you want. When you spot her, start moving. Start moving. And don't even think about the opening line or whatever. Just start moving towards her and maintain eye contact with her. Guys, I'm telling you, it is not about eliminating that feeling of, you're feeling like you have things in your stomach. You don't want to remove that feeling, because that's the fun part. I'm telling you, every time I do something that makes me feel anxious a little bit, I'm excited, because I know this is something new. This is a new experience. That is, I'm actually facing a fear. So the point is to do it despite of the fear. Guys, do it despite of the fear. And you'll find that when you're starting out, you will get rejected plenty of times. But I'm not teaching you how to to approach women and not get rejected. I'll be lying to you. The reality is that you'll get rejected because this is a skill. This is something that you are trying. And have you ever seen a baby being born and then started running out? There's steps you have to take, because my strategy in attracting women and talking to women will not be your strategy. But what is similar is the fact that we are doing it despite of the fear. So when you start putting yourself in that awkward situation and you get rejected, and then now you don't let that rejection actually affect who you are or your self-worth. What you are doing is building confidence, talking to strangers, because this is not something easy. So don't even think about your opening line. Start moving 100%. You'll find that most of the time a simple hello will do, and from there on you find yourself, you become naturally creative. You don't have to follow a script, just start a conversation. Number 3. So number 2 was all about doing it despite of that anxiety. Number 3 is your opening line. Guys, now this is where you fumble your words. Let me tell you a story. So when I started self-improvement, I started approaching women randomly. When I see a chick that is in my niche, I started approaching them. And I remember this one evening, I saw this beautiful chick and I was like, whoo, I have to go talk to her. If I don't, I am going to be the biggest wuss in the world. So I gathered up my courage, locked eyes with her, and started walking to her. But the moment I said hello and extended my arm to shake it, my legs were trembling. I am sure if she was attentive enough, she would have noticed that I couldn't even walk. It was a flight or fight response. But I did it anyway. And I'm telling you, the biggest thing that was actually disturbing me was my opening line. What am I going to say? But I have found that right now I have 2 opening lines that work like magic. They don't work 100% of the time, but when they work, they are flawless. And that is hello or hi, or just a simple hello introduction. Or if she looks like she's waiting for someone, the opening line is, I hope I didn't keep you waiting for long. And that gets her off guard. And try it sometime. It won't work to all the girls, but when it works like magic. So don't overcomplicate your opening line. Be authentic. If you have nothing to say, just tell her, hey, I thought you are cute from whatever, and I don't have anything else to say. Just make a fool of yourself. And the point is not to score with as many girls as possible. The point is to be comfortable approaching strangers and starting conversations, regardless of the way other people judge you. So if you have nothing to say, just tell her, I have nothing to tell you, but I had to come say hi. Lastly is how the last part is simple. You must have a game plan. Now, you see, the point of approaching women is to add options, to have options with women. Now, if she rejects you, your game plan is simple. Cut your losses and move on. Don't get emotional. Now, when things go your way, you need to have a game plan for that. That is, there are 2 options. Either exchange contacts and you'll communicate later and set a date, or if you're free and she's free, You can go on an instant date. I find women who I go out on instant dates, they become more successful because, you know, there are many possibilities where when you leave her and, you know, she can meet another guy, maybe she has her own stresses, she can flake on you. But the instant date is simple. You just, oh, what are you up to? Well, let's go grab a drink. And it's, you know, it's a short date, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but something fun, short and sweet. Something that once you go on the first date, then the second date is, of course, business meetings. All right? So have a game plan. Know the steps that you actually follow when things go south or things go your way. And be disciplined in the way that you do all these things. Don't be a wuss and settle for less. No. Follow the same procedure every single time, and then improve on the things that work. The things that fail, leave them alone. You'll find a pattern that works for you uniquely. Otherwise, you'll just be watching videos and feeling better about yourself every time I tell you approach like this or say this. You know, come on. You know it doesn't work. It only works when you put yourself out there. So I'm telling you guys, when you follow those 4 steps, you will see a significant improvement in your dating life, in the way you approach women and in the way you just interact with strangers, whether they are men and women. If you got value from today's video, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. You can comment down your most embarrassing approach. Let us laugh at you. Let us laugh at you. See you in the next video. Peace out.